Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Bommer number 2970-603. This is a half-surface screen door hinge is what this is. The 2970 is representative of the fact that this is a half-surface and non-adjustable spring tension. So there's no adjustment on the spring tension at all. And your installation will be based on the fact that it's under compressed spring tension. Not a big deal. This is going to be for typical wooden storm doors. Doors maybe weighing, 30 pounds, something in that range. Admittedly, the far more common adjustable style is typically used, which would be the 2930. There is not a guideline, for when to use one over the other, as they are both rated for 50-pound maximum doors when you are using 3 hinges. You very likely could just be simply replacing an existing one and don't need to incur the additional cost of the adjustable spring tension. If you're doing a new installation, I would think you should just use the adjustable spring so that you can tailor the spring power on reserve, as the lifespan of the door evolves. You might find that in certain instances you need different tension, just ever so slightly, to keep it from slamming or to allow it to completely shut, whatever the case is. But it is rated up to 50-pound doors when you're using 3, 30-pound rating. Maybe if you're doing 2 spring hinges, and multiples of 2 are, of course, very common when you're talking about screen door hinges. There is a link below this video to a document called Template, and that template is handy because it gives you all of the important dimensional properties. And I won't touch on all of them here, except that the overall height of the leaf is 2 11/16. That goes to the frame. Okay. They have an overall width when the hinge is laid flat, or when the door is at a 90-degree sort of opening, of 2 13/16. Okay. Location for the screw holes are there as well. That's handy because if you are looking to do a direct replacement and you're not sure, refer to the template and compare those dimensions against the existing hinge, which will certainly help you determine how close you are to matching exactly. Now, this is called a half-surface hinge. The important understanding is that the use of the word in the title, surface, in this instance, is important. The word applies to the door. Let's take an example of half-surface or half-mortise. In the example of half-surface, the leaf that goes to the door is the surface mount leaf. Okay, that means that the other leaf goes to the other way to mount the hinge to the frame. So it wouldn't be surface mounted on the face of the jamb. It would be mortised, well, usually surface mounted onto the face, into the rabbet of the frame. So that in the scenario that we see here, the door occupies this area and swings out towards you. And from your perspective, it would be called a left-hand reverse. Okay? So the door occupies here. This is the exterior. The door swings out and towards you this way. This is surface mounted onto the face of the door. This is mounted onto the jamb. So the jamb is here. The door is here. Okay? So it's, why is that important? Well, if you've ever heard the term full surface, well, that means that they're full surface on both leaves, but half mortise is not an uncommon hinge as well, where that leaf would be applied, the mortise leaf would be applied to the door. This is available in several different finishes. Let's go over it now. 600 for prime coat, 601 for black japanned, 603 for zinc plated, which is a great sort of option to use in an exterior application. Zinc plating is a good corrosion resistant sort of finish. 632, which is satin brass, 633, which is polished brass, 639, which is satin bronze, and 652, which is satin chrome. All of those finishes are going to have a steel base material. Okay. Screws are included in a complementary finish. Wood screws, naturally. That's going to allow you to get your installation done. The name Bommer is synonymous with spring hinges. Most synonymous with double-acting spring hinges that you see in restaurants all the time, from the kitchen to the serving area. However, they get into postal specialties as well, lavatory hardware. And the last thing I'd like to point out to you is the Bommer logo. Now, while it doesn't say it on this hinge, probably because they don't have enough room to get the full logo on there, but all of the Bommer products are manufactured domestically, made in USA, a fact that Bommer is quite proud of, as am I to represent them. If you have any questions on the Bommer, 2970-603, non-adjustable, half-surface, spring-loaded screen door hinge, or any other Bommer product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.